Well, Chris Popper, I'm joined by Christy Anastasia, one of the park rangers here at Acadia National Park. And it is a misty, cool day on a Tuesday. But we're going to talk about Acadia Night Sky Festival this coming weekend. Absolutely. And I've seen the forecast, and it is gorgeous. Nice. I mean, they're talking Saturday night for the Sky Festival. It is supposed to be clear and in the 50s. Oh,
that's beautiful. That's amazing. We like it that way.
I know. So tell us about what's happening here. This is one of the premier events, and it's right here in our backyard.
Yes. So this Saturday we have the Cadillac Star Party, and it takes place on top of Cadillac Mountain. So you can imagine you're on top of one of the highest places on Mount Desert Island, and it's dark and the stars are out, and if the weather's like you say, it's going to be amazing. And we have over 40 or maybe even 50 volunteer astronomers that line up all their astronomical sort of viewing equipment, and it really does feel like a party. Everyone's coming there with a lot of energy to see what's going on.
So let's talk about this. You cannot get up to Cadillac Mountain. The road's going to be closed unless you have a handicapped sticker.
Yeah, so for the majority of people coming to visit the Cadillac Star Party, you'll want to go to the Mount Desert Island High School.
Which is where I'll be.
Which is where you'll be, yeah. Which will be really fun
Which
too.
is why you want to come to the high school. I mean, let's face it.
So you'll go to the high school, there's a big parking lot there, you'll be able to park, you'll go inside the high school, which will be a nice environment just to kind of wait for the shuttles. And when you get on a shuttle, it'll take you about 15-20 minutes to get to the top. It'll drop you off, and you can spend as much time as you want up there. Probably given the time for sunset, 9 o'clock will probably be one of the best sort of times to start viewing things. The first bus will leave at 7:30 from the high school, and the last bus leaving the high school will be 9:30. And then you get up there and you can kind of go through the line and you can look through all the different telescopes. Some of them are, right at your eye height. Some of them you have to go up a couple steps to get to. And there'll also be park rangers doing a program up on what we call the observation deck up there. And then the gift shop up there stays open too. So for some people, it's a place to go in and get warm, and they'll have hot cocoa for soda.
So let's talk about that. Yes. Even though, Saturday's supposed to be, it's going to be unseasonably warm. It's supposed to be, I think, in the 70s, even maybe around 80 degrees during the day. Nighttime, now when we say nighttime temperatures in the 50s, that's Bar Harbor, that's Ellsworth, that's not the top of the mountain.
Correct. I've gone to the Cadillac Star Party a couple times, and sometimes I've been up there in short sleeves, and it's been warm, and everyone goes up on the bus, and nobody wants to go down on the bus because it's such an amazing temperature to be up there. But you could be at the high school, and it could be pretty warm there, and then you can get transported to the top of the mountain, and there could be a lot of wind, or there could be more mist up there. So everyone should be prepared to have some layers in their backpacks. We don't allow people to take up, seats and things like that, because it's not the type of party you go to and put a seat down and look up at the sky. You kind of walk around and roll around. So just be prepared for any kind of weather.
Have a fleece, have a jacket with you, a windbreaker. Yeah, exactly. So that way you're comfortable, because there may be some delays once you're on top of the mountain to all of a sudden get back down to the high school.
Yes, definitely recommend a hat. And if you're bringing small kids, you might want some mittens for them, just so you can kind of bundle up.
Make sure you take them when you leave and come back.
Don't leave them on top of the mountain.
Right.
And we will be trying to send some weather forecast stuff down to you,
right,
so you can know what's going on top of the mountain, because it could be different.
Yeah, very different. We'll be broadcasting from 8 to 11 on WDEA, and as soon as the Red Sox game is over, we'll come on the air and we'll provide the weather updates from on top of the mountain, and it should be a lot of fun. There's also other things that are happening besides Saturday night.
Yeah, so this is the 9th annual Acadia Night Sky Festival. So this is the 9th time it's happened, and it runs from September 21st to September 24th. And it's not just on Mount Desert Island, it's actually over on the Scudic Peninsula. And there's a huge variety of things going on, and some of them are, education focused, some of them are for kids, some of them have a little bit more to do with science, and some of them have a little bit more to do with art. And they don't just happen in the park. There's things that are being hosted at Jackson Biological Lab, Mount Desert Island Biological Lab, the Jessup Library, and Schoodic Institute.
Criterion Theater's got a big the keynote speaker coming as well on Thursday.
Yeah, folks should look for this pamphlet right here. And it's wonderfully done, and it's got schedules throughout the whole week, and there's a nice map in the back, and there's a list of the sponsors, which includes Celestron, Friends of Acadia, Amera, Cape Air. I mean, the list kind of goes on. And so, you know, it really is the community coming together and saying, wow, isn't it amazing we live in this place where you can look up and see the stars and see them so well. You know, I was looking through a telescope the other night, and I got to see the rings around Saturn. Oh, wow. And I was like, wow, you can actually see those. It's really cool. So
you can go to the website, which is acadianightskyfestival.org.
Yes.
There's also going to be a telescope giveaway.
Yes, a raffle.
Yeah, so all you got to do is, you know, enter to win that. Yes. There are professional astronomers that are coming in and sharing their equipment, which is really kind of neat. I mean, how people come from, you know, the entire country to come here for Acadia for the, and it's, you know, you can kind of liken it to the fact that how everybody went for when they had the eclipse down into the Southwest. This is people coming up here to share this nighttime sky festival with everybody else that's coming here. Yeah,
it's a huge investment of these volunteer astronomers, and like you said, a lot of them are professionals. And in fact, we were having some correspondence with one of them, and some of these people have already started coming here, even though the festival is Saturday, because they're traveling from long distances. But sometimes they start with an idea, you know, oh, I want this really big telescope, and before you know it, then they have to buy a trailer to put the telescope on to get it here, and then before you know it, they need special tires on the trailer to get the telescope here.
Right.
So they're really, really excited and invested in sharing, you know, the things that they've built by hand in some instances, and letting the public get up close and personal with them. So that's a great gift.
What's your favorite part of the Night Sky Festival?
I really like the Seawall Star Party, actually. And so the Cadillac Star Party is definitely the
which is Saturday. So when's the Seawall?
Friday is Seawall, and the thing that's a little different and special about Seawall is you're right on the water, and so you can kind of see the stars sparkling off the ocean, and you can smell the ocean. And I really like being close to the ocean like that. But it's a toss-up. They're both amazing. They're both
well, there's no reason why you can't do both.
You can absolutely do both.
And it's free.
Yes.
Which is even better.
Yes. Thanks to our sponsorship, yes. Folks don't have to pay to attend the event. So.
Okay, and then admittance to the park during this? Do people have to pay to come into the park for the festival? How does the park admittance work?
Yeah, so any event that's actually taking place in the park, which certainly is just a small percentage of them, folks will need to have their weekly pass to Acadia National Park, and so that's $25. So it's not $25 to come in the park to go to that event. It's $25 to do anything you want in the park for that whole week.
But if you're going up from Mount Desert Island High School, you don't need a pass to go.
No, for the Cadillac Star Party, no, you don't need anything. You just need to go to the high school, you park your car is not parked in the park,
correct.
And then you get in the shuttle. So that event is absolutely free,
even
though
but
it
it's
takes place in the park.
Right, so it's the parking if you're going into the park. That's where you need the weekly pass.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes. Good clarification.
Okay, and then matter of fact, speaking of free admittance to the park, there is is it September 29th?
We do have a fee-free day coming up, and I'm going
to tell you. So 15th to 22nd, I believe it's September 30th.
That sounds right.
September 30th, right, which is National Park Day. Public Lands Day.
Public Lands Day, yeah.
So you can come in and enjoy Acadia National Park on Saturday, September 30th.
Yes, and then I think the next one after that is November 11th and 12th, which is a little later in the season.
Right.
But that's also a fee-free day.
Okay.
And those fee-free days are set at the beginning of every year, so folks can put those on their calendar. And they change a little bit every year, but I think you have those, absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
What else are we missing? Anything we're missing here? Just we want people to come. The weather's supposed to be great.
Yeah, I'm totally excited to hear that because I know with the hurricane coming this way, we don't always know how that's going to impact our ability to see the stars. So if we keep our fingers crossed, things should be really nice for both Friday and Saturday.
Very good. Yeah. All right. Again, you can go to acadianightskyfestival.org. You can see all the events that are happening and come on up to MDI High School. On Saturday, the shuttle service begins at 7:30. The actual the Night Sky Festival Saturday night runs 8 to 10:30, I think.
Yeah, the first bus out of the high school will be 7:30.
Right.
The last bus off the mountain will be, I think it's 11:15.
Okay.
But everybody gets off the mountain.
We're not going to leave anybody
We're
up
not
there.
going to leave anybody on the mountain. Yeah.
All right. And, you know, thanks to Ollie's Trolley and I think there's school buses that are providing the free shuttle services.
Correct.
All right. Yeah. Thanks for watching this video. Check out all the other videos we have on the WDEA YouTube channel.